Hello everybody, this is Gabby's Games, and welcome back to War Thunder with another BR lineup. And today, last time we took out the USA 2.3, and I figured I would take the German 2.3 out next. I quickly unlocked the 3G to show off as well, because it's also 2.3 better rating. But we're just gonna go over the options here. So there are four 2.3 tanks, and there are some 2.0 options as well as 2.03, the Japar, Panzer 4, as well as the 38T light tank, all 2.0 options, but the most setups are also 2.3s as well. So first up is the Stuk 3A. Tank destroyer comes with a 75mm short barreled gun that is capable of firing a heat shell capable of penetrating up to 100mm, as well as which is the only shell you're really gonna use, which has a really good penetration for its tier, even at range, and also has this smoke grenade shell, which both works against anti like SBA work, kind of, even like it has 50 grams of TNT in there, but of course this is gonna be way more. So it's not really gonna penetrate anything, but smoke shell on a 3.9 second reload weapon is really nice because you can quite effectively smoke stuff. So onto this armor, it comes with pretty much 50mm frontal armor. It has a weak spot right here, and as well as right here actually, because right here it will just bounce inwards into the tank because of how it works. That's basically why that right there is a weak spot, because it's actually like open, and you get like a gunner commander with it. You do have of course, you do not have a turret shot from the side. You got a lot of ammo in here. But this thing has a low profile, especially compared to its direct competitor, the F1. You can see it's basically Panzer 4, but then without the turret in terms of height. So I'll just turn on armor here just to give it a little bit more clear view in terms of the height difference. But yeah, next up is the Sturmpanzer 2, another turretless vehicle with one of the most powerful guns in the game, and direct competitor to the KV2 gun. 17.8 second reload, comes with a cheese shell for a 60mm penetration or 185 heat shell. And I've used this thing in a little bit higher tier a few times, that's why I got the heat shell load instead of the HE shell. But in general, you just want to use the HE shell when you're gonna go through pretty much anything. Then here we got the premium vehicle. It's a light tank, Venture 2H. Currently, it's apparently unavailable for buying, which is kind of sad, but it should return hopefully soon. It's a pretty cheap one together with the Afghan Spencer 38T. It only costs $10 as well as some other bonuses. But it's a light tank with up to 30mm frontal armor. It's really fast. It has no roof or rear armor for the turret, but comes with a long 50mm gun. This gun is, I think it was even better than the Puma gun. I have to check the modification of the Puma gun here. Puma and the 2H are the same gun, but this one is 0.4 BR lower. Basically equally armored and equal, and actually maybe even faster frame, but because this one is fully enclosed and this one's not, that's why this one's lower. But it is a similar gun to the Panzer 3G, however, the 3G's gun has a lower velocity and only comes to 132 on the APCR shell, so that's why it's by far not as good as the Panzer 2H gun. However, the 3G comes with 50mm of armor and a lot more stability, because the downside of the 2H is that it has a really weak suspension. As soon as you brake, you're gonna wobble up and down, up and down, up and down, and you will not be able to fire for like 2-3 seconds. So its mobility might be high, but it's still an ambushing vehicle because you don't want to move while firing. And then the Panzer IV F1. Same gun as on the Stuk A with the 100mm heat shell, 50mm frontal armor. Does have a weaker cupola, but you're already gonna get shot there. But the 50mm don't really expect it to be enough. But this thing gets a turret basically compared to the Stuk. And you also get a Gepard, which is not really that great of an SBA. You only get 2 crew members, but it has a 64mm penetrating 20mm autocannon with a very high rate of fire and 20 rounds in the clip, which is really good anti-tank weapon actually at close ranges. And then of course the aforementioned 3G. I would say Sturmpanzer 1, Stuk 3A are probably my favorite for non-premiums. But for my preferred vehicle, like my personal favorite for this lineup is definitely the 2H. Like nothing's gonna win with the 2H in this lineup. I think I want to go towards C with the Panzer 2H, go all the way to the left side here. Hug the sidewall. So I'm gonna start out with the premium, yeah. Mostly running Panzer Grenadier 39, but I also got a handful of Panzer Grenadier 40s for if I really need the higher velocity. It also comes with the, it's one of the few rounds at, like, I think this might be the only round at this tier that goes above 1000 meters a second. So like this thing is really easy. The APCR shell especially is really easy to aim at range. And we have a Sturmpanzer army here. Awesome. Oh, that's a Bak Puma. 234-4. Firing already, man. So this thing also comes with the scope function, which I want to do this and then do that button. That's now on cooldown, as you can see in the bottom. I can highlight targets without having to fire at them or anything with like a machine gun. Like it works the same way as hitting people with a machine gun, but only light tanks get this ability. And actual experience is given for doing this. So hugging left wall, as I said. See, 45 kilometers an hour. And now I'll brake here, and I gotta show you the wobbling. That's actually not as bad as it is normally, but like you get the point. It is not really that stable. Like wobbles all over the place by just accelerating and decelerating. I'm just gonna wait here. Doesn't look like anyone's on the bridge. Looks clear. Don't flip over. Thank you. He's somewhere in here. I was right first. Can I fit through here? Doesn't look like I can, but I'm still. Yes! Nice. Saves a lot of time here. Uh oh. Target destroyed. Let's drop defensive party. Let's get this ammunition back. There's a plane up. My career awareness spotted it for me, but didn't actually get to see it. Oh well. Looks like we are in a 3.3 matchup. Because an M24 is 3.3. That's a long 75 gun. Ugh, jealous almost. Well, a medium-sized 75. It's not a really long one. But it is longer than the ones the Germans get. Until the F2, which is also 3.3. Which makes the army of Sturmpanzers even more interesting. Oh crap. That's only commander. Oof. Good shot. Damn. Where was that from? Where did that shot come from? Don't tell me. Oh, it just rolled away from over there. Nanny. How is that even? Wow. If I can't get myself killed, I can show you guys why it is so impressive that it's all the way from over there. So I'll go and play a little bit more reckless than I would be normally playing this thing. At the same time, I'm not gonna randomly get myself killed. This thing does not have a machine gun, so it has to fire its main gun at targets like this. Rip that guy. Commander gun loader. Crew to the entire crew. Oh, the turret. 3L. Dealt with it. Roger that. Oh, looks like this is it for us, guys. Valentine mark 11. Thanks, man. Then I got to go take this thing. Let's turn Panzer. And show you guys. Ooh, wanna have that spawn. So I'm gonna show you why it's so hard to hit that thing from that range. Yeah, that first dot right there. That's how much it drops from 200 meters. This shows us a velocity 240 meters a second. This one is slightly higher, 280, but still really hard to hit. You have to be a lot of careful aiming with this thing. I do like the engine sound on this thing though. Sounds like a turbine. Looks clear. Okay, I'll be moving up then. Thanks for the open road. Wonder what that F2 is doing there. Is it stuck? Might be stuck. Go right here and meet up with the guys on the other side. That's my priority here. I don't expect anybody over here, but gonna backstab those guys with some high quality Crip steel high explosives. Mighty German steel, mate. There's nobody here. Somebody over there. No shot though. I'll go solve this. Or he does it. I wanted to nuke that guy. Dang it. Guess I'll be going to A. Ah, can't go through that concrete wall. Oh well. So this thing only has half the reload of a KV2, which makes this more stupid. However, it does not have the armor the KV2 has, so it really, if it's reloaded, it really is dead. It's not just like, ooh, let me bounce some shells here, and then reload, and while we're still reloading. That's not happening. It's like, oh, I just fired. Oh, GG. Alright, uncapping this, we just have to make sure that that area is open. Stand over here. Make sure this is ranged properly. Should be around 200. Yes, 230 meters. AMC 35. Kill the F2. Oh god. Reverse, 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 reverse. I want to roll into that piece of cover right there. I just hope he decides to drive into my line of fire. That's a little piece of cover that there's not gonna come flanking here. Measuring range. Within 200 meters. Swimming it like this should mean it would be good. Now we're literally just waiting for that guy to enter cap. Or do some other crazy stuff. Okay. Moving out to right here. And that was a British AA that just arrived past us. So we're just gotta stay on the reload here. Yet. Or wait. 9. That's what we were supposed to say here, huh? Time to defend A. From reinforcements. One guy with machine gun at least spotted. Possibly AA. Where is it? Range find for more assassination. Prowess. Boop. Ain't going anywhere. Age 39. Sorry, buddy. Boop. Won't actually fire that shot because it would cost me money, but the kill wouldn't be registered anyway, so. Third prize. Okay, I'll take that. Bird hunt. Oh well. Going for the F1 next. Or should I go for the Stuk? Stuk, I think I should go for the Stuk here. First. Gas Stuks are often actually underrated. This thing is really underrated because it's basically like same BR, same frontal armor, but no turret. Well, it is way smaller, and especially when it's decked out with push, you're gonna notice it really. So yeah, we decked it out with only heat. Actually, I left these two out open. All the other ones open because this is just the worst heat shell. Why would you use it? High explosive, not really useful. APHs are not really useful because they're also like lower velocity as well. This heat shell is definitely just the best shell out here. Does it? Even still, that's like a pretty. Can you not? Thanks, Med. Yeah, it's pretty funny how they added like these tank traps here because at first you could actually get up there. Really, really trolly position. But now they added tank traps there. It's really sad. It's their way of saying no entry. I used to sit there with a Panzer, like a Stuk F, the long 75 gun, and snipe from there all day. Really fun. So yeah, the advantage of this thing is it is way faster than a Panzer IV. 35, that's something you won't reach with a Panzer IV. This is also the Panzer III chassis. And it's on one of the heavy tank destroyer lines basically. But it has the speed of a light tank basically for the steer. But it has the armor of a medium and the gun of a medium. A return of being a tank destroyer, casemate. Gotta kill everything inside there. No penetration. There's another crew member. Can't see anything anymore. Oh, it's still alive, isn't it? Just gonna load it up with shells. This crew is still not back. Oh, I see. I should have shot like right there. That should have been the place where I shot because the front gunner is treated as the main gunner, not as a turret gunner. That was a 30 ammo. I didn't have that many shells. I'm just gonna YOLO this stuff. That's why I'll not. Gotcha. I feel pretty safe doing this on this thing because this thing has such a low center of gravity. Just taking the shortest route, going off cliffs is not a problem at all. Of course, and like suspension isn't coded into this game, so that's why this is actually possible. Otherwise, you would break the suspension instantly. Get our two ground support fighters up on their side. Doesn't look like it is a okay. It's a Japanese one. Though. It's one only carries bombs, I think. So with my high mobility, I'm not that afraid. That's because this thing has decent armor. I could probably shrug them off. No, I'm just like not that big. Can't hit through that. Out here. Because of that. Ah, dang it. Oh, that thing has such a quick reload. Okay, it's gonna call him out. Took quite a while for it to take me out. I think I'm gonna go for the 3G and take it out. Let's try it out. Doesn't look there's too much heavy stuff around, so it's only that Sherman that we have to watch out for. This thing has a really slow turret there. I feel this pain really badly. How much is the turret first? 3.4. Ouch. I guess that's why it's 2.3 with the upgraded gun. This gun's legit slow. Just gonna climb up here and see where he is at. Let's not look at me, so... Boop. Ah. Come on, up, 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 up. Non-penetration! Oh, Jesus. But I'm happy to be on a medium chassis here. I need to aim for the body here now, I think. There we go. The turret is a definite crack. Without APCR, that is. Oof. Artillery strike. Okay, let's compare it to the main F1, which is probably better. I think I should go to the spawn. Or to go and defend. Yeah, this turret is quite a bit faster, as you guys can see here. 10.2 degrees per second. Which still means that without rotating the body, it still takes 36 seconds, more or less, to turn this entire body around. That's a long time, boys. Nobody's here. Nobody's capping B either. Such a fast reload. British freaking, what is it, 2-pounder? 40 mil? I think it's a 2-pounder gun. Those things are like boop, boop, boop. Oh, I still I actually have the old rounds, so the 20 mil here. I do not have the upgraded rounds, so I only have very small penetration, and it's only 1 out of 4 rounds. That's not as we wanted, really. Oh, now they're capping. Also note, guys, these matches aren't meant to be, like, well played or whatever. And this is why the Japard is really, really weakly armored. They snipe the gunner crew, you're out. Gotta play one more match here, and then I am, uh, yeah, here we go. I think I took them all out so far, so. I think I'm gonna go take the Stuk again. Take South Spawn, go to A. Show you guys why I really love that Stuk. For real, it's like at 2.3 after 2H, it's probably my favorite tank, and after that the Sturmpanzer. Simply because it's a reliable vehicle. It's mobile, there's good armor even on the sides, and its gun is more than whatever you need at this tier. 100 millimeters goes pretty much through anything. Downside is effectively you only have 24, unless you want to pack everything for explosives, you're only gonna have 24 rounds, which is the optimal like amount of rounds you can take, and leaving one of the ammo racks empty. I'm going to use my mobility again and go right next to A. Take some cover around here. Can I fire through this? Let's try. Turn. Fire. A little bit higher up. 200 meters. Fire. This thing won't let you down. If you can aim, it really will not let you down. I think it was a Crusader Mark II. I'm not mistaken, but it doesn't really matter. I think the body part right there would actually be exactly the same. Got a gunner. Got a machine gunner next. And the crew should be out. Yes. And off we go. To B. Pretty sure I can get through here. Squeeze. Come on. If it was only like 2 meters wider. I saw you, little guy. Ah, dang it. And that is a Char B1 Biss. Ricochet. He doesn't even care. I'll take advantage of that, sir. He is really not doing anything. Oh. Okay, got a bolt. Ah, dang it. Got a little bit cocky there. I forgot about that. I thought it was an SBA truck, but it's apparently was something bit stronger. want to go for 2H. This shell is one of the few shells that will actually penetrate a char with ease and from the front. It also processes normalization, so it's good against things like T50s. And T50s are kind of a scourge at 2.3. With a gun sufficient to deal with stuff, they're kind of again like the Stuk frontally, like they're really strong armored. Well, they're even actually better than a Stuk, I would say. I think they're even 2.7. It might actually be 2.7. Where is that char? And cannot forget about the armored car though. There goes the B1 base. That's a going after Biss? How can you cannot penetrate a Biss, man? You really cannot penetrate a Biss. They are capturing B, so I guess I'll be dropping some arty on there. And let's move out. We already cleared this path, which is good. It's just this little trip right here a lot easier, a lot faster. That's a still there. Crusader Mark III. Alright, the big boys over here, guys. Oh, there's the thing. That's the Daimler car. Bye bye. Where is that Crusader? That is the question. I don't trust Crusaders. Why? Because they're scary. Go to A, go to C. Okay, there's a Crusader Mark II at C. That bounced off the M5A. Aw, dang it. That's a 50mm angled plate, and it should be normalizing as well. For that to not penetrate, ugh, that hurts. I'm going to go towards B now. Take the big gun with me. We're gonna boop some people. All this thing does is boop. And then somebody dies. I just really like it because of like this bush, because it looks like some kind of hair. And the gun looks like a nose. I don't know, I just like it. All because this thing underneath it's like a chin. M5A1 killed. Not really, that's one of the hidden premium vehicles, M5. Don't see that one so often. It's a hidden premium, even harder to obtain than the Panzer 2H. They're both are 2.3 premium vehicles, so. Martyr. Fellow Lightning Destroyer. Oh no, I'd say that I have more killing power. Okay. Measuring range. 300 meters. Might not be able to fire it at that exact range. No. Don't shoot our friends. Next, a retaliation from A. Should be in order. Still have that one French guy that we saw earlier to worry about. That's nice. Gotta love when the entire teams are migrating around each other. And suddenly they clash into each other and a million people die. AA guys should be right there. That's from Strain behind. Is that an enemy? That thing's alive. No, it's not. Not anymore. No, I saw you. Mortar tree. He neutralized the cap zone and he went on to C. Where's the BD7 going? Don't think I can shoot through this, so I'm just gonna ram it. Full speed. Hull breaking a BD7. That must be painful. I think all we got time for this match is getting this cap done before it ends. Might even end before we fully cap this one. 7 kills, 4 caps. Really, mate? Suicide. Going for 2 kills. 2 seconds before the match ended. Yeah. If you could like time it slightly better, your death would be after the match end, and then you wouldn't have died. Oh well. So quite some options, and in terms of research, here you can start with the reserve. You only need to get one tank, and then you can get the Stuk. Stuk is now, however, not required for anything else. The one that is required is the heavy TD line and the SPA line. So I would suggest getting the SPA first and Serpenser first. And afterwards, you can do whatever you want until you can actually get tier 2, because you can always you can actually skip the following. You can skip both Panzer 2s, Panzer 4, Panzer 3E, F and G, Panzer 3 variants, Panzer 4E variant. Like, in theory, all those, and the Panzer 38 Ts, and the Stuk are all in theory skippable entirely. If you can do, like, I'm not sure how many tanks you need on tier 1 in order to advance to tier 2, but if you need 5, you can actually just take those 5 and actually start from here. And here also, you do not need to advance at tier 2. Only at tier 3 and beyond, you actually need to go further to get these, like, end tier units. Backlight Panzer, K Panzer are actually not needed to do some previous research, but all the other ones do require that, so do take that into consideration. That said, I hope you guys enjoyed watching as always. But I'm still sick, so my voice will probably still be a bit weird. But that's it. I'll catch you guys later. Bye, guys.